Welcome to a video on how to get good at the computer scientist. Perhaps the biggest contender for the nerdiest looking motherfucker in the game that Kevin would call a dork. Players who are able to master the power of the Matrix and knowing too much of the useless shit they teach you at school will be able to slaughter the enemy team faster than pro games emptying his bank account. Let's get started. The computer scientist is a variant of the scientist class who specializes not only in the power of knowing your search history at 4:30 in the morning, but is also perfectly capable of calculating the square root of how fucked you are before he kills you. His primary weapon is of a corrupted code launcher that launches out pieces of violent code used to not only pose as an FBI agent but also to harm enemy plants. The weapon fires at 90 rounds per minute and has 6 ammo per clip before needing to take an extremely fast 1-second reload, giving the weapon very little downtime. Each shot fired when at point blank range can deal 50 damage for a normal hit and 54 damage for a critical hit. If you only hit them with the spread, it will still deal 30 damage. The weapon, much like most scientists, drops off heavily at range, with it going down to 15 damage for a normal hit and 18 damage for a critical hit at mid-range. Because of his reload speed being as fast as the PVZ subreddit getting a hate boner at the sight of a mere tier list, this makes it so that even when you're caught with your pants down and out of ammo, your swift reloading skills allow you to near instantly replenish your ammo supply and be ready to fight. This is quite a major advantage, especially since every other scientist variant in the game needs a minimum of 2 seconds to replenish their ammo supply, which is something they cannot do when ambushed without warning. So wear this advantage with pride, especially when it comes to his legendary meter crunch mode. With him being a legendary variant, not only is he about as rare as a Karen not wanting to speak to the manager, but he also has access to his own legendary meter. This meter follows a standard procedure in requiring 5 final blows in order to fully charge it. As per usual, all progress is lost on death if not resurrected, so be sure to stick with teammates if you want the best chance to either reserve your meter or be ignored entirely. Once the meter is fully charged, for the next 30 seconds, you will gain a 25% damage increase, a 30% speed increase, and a 20% damage resistance, as well as a unique screen effect exclusive to the computer scientist. Whilst active, crunch mode will cause your screen to become entirely green and highlight plants similar to the Nomic perspective, though it is not as pronounced. Whilst this initially will be difficult to get used to changing how you see the world for a brief period of time, the buffs you are given make you into an absolute killing machine, capable of 2-shotting pea shooters and cacti, provided your accuracy is not on the same level as Welshman plays. A word of warning, however, is to tread carefully whilst in crunch mode, for traps such as potato mines and spikeweeds are not highlighted whilst crunch mode is active, and because of the filter making everything a single color, they may end up blending in with the environment, which in some cases can lead to you stepping on them without realizing. So if any of those piranha plant rejects or prick-headed towers exist in your lobbies, be mindful of where you walk. The optimum upgrade setup for the computer scientist would be the ammo, reload, and health upgrades, with the ammo and reload upgrades being especially important as they boosts the weapon's general uptime to near maximum efficiency, to the point where downtime practically does not exist with his weapon. And the health upgrade, since with you being a class capable of self-healing, you'll be able to take advantage of it more often. In terms of strengths, the computer scientist's extremely fast reload makes him a great character in responding to situations at a moment's notice, for he can replenish his ammo supply extremely quickly. Crunch mode allows him to not only 2-shot certain classes, as well as quickly traverse the map for victims, or to flank around his enemies. Lastly, because he is one of the few scientists capable of headshots, he is more rewarding for skilled players who are capable of consistently landing critical hits at point blank range. However, like most other scientists, the computer scientist suffers greatly at range, making mid to long range combat a weakness that can easily cripple him. Crunch mode's unique screen filter, whilst cool to look at, can make it difficult to see where you are if you're not used to it, which can also lead you into stepping into traps that you are unable to see because of the filter's effects. Thanks to this guide, you will now be the master of the Matrix, and knowing everyone's search histories and what their sick fantasies are. Be sure to come back for the next episodes next week. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more shit like this. Have fun.